The last time anyone saw Madison Brooks alive, she was walking behind 4 men. It was just after midnight, in a parking lot in Baton Rouge. A security camera caught the whole thing. Hours later, she was gone. 3 years passed. Then, just before the trial, one of the accused men asked the court for something strange. He wanted a single color banned from the courtroom. That color was pink. Why would a color matter in a case about a life that was lost? Madison Brooks was 19 years old. She was a sophomore at Louisiana State University. In the photos her family shared, she's wearing her cheerleading uniform. And she's smiling. Her mother, Ashley Boustert, called her simply, "my daughter." Much of Madison's personal life has remained private. What is known is this: she was a 19-year-old college student, and her life ended after one night out in Baton Rouge. After her death, her mother didn't stay silent. She created the Madison Brooks Foundation in her daughter's name. In May 2023, a billboard with Madison's name went up in Times Square, New York. No one knew at the time that those photos would become the last ones her family would ever share. 3 men now face rape charges connected to Madison's death. Desmond Carter, now 21 years old, Kaivon Washington, and Casen Carver. Court records name all 3 as the men accused of sexually assaulting Madison before she died. Little has been made public about who these men were before that night. According to prosecutors, Madison spent the evening of January 15, 2023, drinking at a bar in an area of Baton Rouge called Tigerland. It's a well-known nightlife strip close to LSU's campus. Security footage from that night shows Madison leaving another bar called Reggie's. She's walking behind 4 men. That footage is the last confirmed sighting of Madison alive. Prosecutors allege that what happened next inside a vehicle after they left the bar would change everything. January 15, 2023, nighttime. Madison is out drinking with a group of men in the Tigerland area. Shortly after midnight, security cameras capture her leaving Reggie's bar, walking behind 4 men. This is the last footage of her alive. Sometime after that, prosecutors allege Madison was sexually assaulted inside a vehicle. Later that night, she was put out of that vehicle onto a Baton Rouge highway. What happened in the next few seconds would end her life. According to prosecutors, after the alleged assault, Madison was left on the highway. She was struck by a passing car and killed. The driver stayed at the scene. Investigators cleared that driver of any criminal charges. The men accused of assaulting Madison beforehand are the ones now facing rape charges: Desmond Carter, Kaivon Washington, and Casen Carver. By sunrise, a college student's future was gone. Investigators have not publicly disclosed the specific evidence that led to these charges. What is confirmed is the outcome. 3 men were charged with rape, and the driver who struck Madison was investigated and cleared. The clearest piece of public evidence is the security footage from outside Reggie's bar. It shows Madison walking behind the 4 men just before her death. No DNA results, phone records, or witness testimony tied to the rape charges have been made public at this stage. More than 3 years after Madison's death, the case is finally headed to trial. Desmond Carter is set to appear before a judge later this month. Just before trial, his defense team filed an unusual motion. They argue that pink clothing in the courtroom could unfairly influence the jury. They say it could turn the trial into an emotional spectacle. They cited 2 Supreme Court cases: Shepard versus Maxwell and Estes versus Texas. Both cases deal with how a carnival atmosphere in a courtroom can threaten a defendant's right to a fair trial. Prosecutors disagree. They say the color simply represents support for Madison and her family, not an attempt to influence the jury. As of this report, a judge has not yet ruled. As of early August 2026, Desmond Carter's trial is approaching. Proceedings are expected later this month. The question of pink clothing in the courtroom remains unresolved. No verdicts have been reported for any of the three men. The case remains in pretrial proceedings. Madison Brooks went out for a night with friends. She never came home. A jury will eventually decide what happened inside that vehicle, but no verdict can undo what already happened. Madison Brooks was 19 years old, and somewhere behind every case file, behind every hearing, every motion, every headline, there is a life that can never be replaced. Every story is based on verified facts, court records, and credible sources. Thank you for your time. If you enjoyed our work, please leave a comment and subscribe for more true crime stories.